Dolan, we know you've been busy with a big case you can't talk about, so we've got other cases to talk about. And the first thing I want to know, because it's been our lead story today, and a lot of people out in San Bernardino County are pretty upset about this, that Pushik guy that got beat up by about 10 to 12 deputies that we just saw the video of, everybody's been talking around the nation, gets a settlement for $650,000. This is not criminal. This is the civil side. Because obviously these deputies were in the wrong, and the county's agreeing by forking out this money. But you heard in that piece from Tony Shin there out in L.A. that people are upset that they gave him this much money quick. You say could have been a lot worse for the county.
Oh, yeah. If this went past the county level and went to an actual litigation, frankly, it would be multi-millions. There's no doubt that this guy was just beaten severely by multiple officers. So on the civil side, it's pretty much over with, and there was no admission of liability in the agreement. So essentially, he takes the money, nobody can talk about it.
And he can never sue.
Right.
Any of the deputies,
he's given up his
department, nothing.
Exactly.
And they didn't have to say, we were wrong, these deputies were wrong.
Exactly. On the criminal side, he won't qualify for the public defender anymore, which means he's a likely candidate for a private lawyer, which is an interesting thing. And frankly, it doesn't really affect it much, although because of the publicity, probably it's going to be the kind of case that gets resolved rather than litigated in the criminal side.
I was going to say the carjacking and the horse theft, they'll probably knock it down. Because,
probably just because they wanted to get over with.
All right, and second up here, you want to talk about legalizing marijuana in California for recreational use, not medicinal. This is coming back now?
When we're voting for president in November of 2016, we most likely will also be voting for legalizing marijuana for recreational use in California. Yesterday, Gavin Newsom chaired a group of people that all have different potential competing ballot measures. They're trying to come up with one that they can all agree on and get it prepared so that in November of 2016, and you can imagine the campaign starting about a year from now for the legalization of marijuana in California.
Yeah, well, Colorado did it, and they're making money. We'll see what happens in the Golden State. And finally, Zurkov Tsarnaev, the young brother that's been found guilty in the Boston bombing, now in the penalty phase. It started yesterday morning. Some of the family members coming out during the run yesterday, or day before yesterday, saying, we don't want to see him put to death. They don't believe in the death penalty, and they think behind bars would be better for him.
You couldn't have more horrible facts. However, Massachusetts is a state that has gotten rid of the death penalty, although the federal court exists in Massachusetts and it is allowable in the federal system. And frankly, when you have parties on both sides that are victims saying, some saying let's execute him, some saying let's not execute him, I think it's going to be pretty hard for a jury to agree unanimously that execution should be their verdict. And frankly, Judy Clark is the lead person in this country on representing people and avoiding the death penalty.
So your expert opinion, he'll get life?
I think so.
Okay, John Patrick Dolan, if you need his help, look him up. John Patrick Dolan Law Offices over there in Indio and Palm Springs. There's his website for more information. JPD, thanks for coming in.
Indeed.
We appreciate it. As we head to break, Samad, a quick check of the